Truth only.
Truth. Hi, I'm Emily. Do you not know her? What's your name?
Are we redoing our intro?
We don't have to.
Am I safe?
No, my mama said I'm special.
That was a really loud scream.
We're only on episode 2 and we're already getting canceled.
I'm Ash.
I'm Emily.
And this is Very Girlypop.
So,
Nailed it.
Yeah, I know. I was like, first try.
It's been way too long since we've done that. And I was like, I wonder, because I think it took us like 7 tries the first time that we did it. Because we're like, no, Emily, you have to wait until after I say it. There has to be a space between saying our names.
All right, so welcome back to another episode. I know we haven't done like an episode in like a year.
Well, it's because I graduated.
You left us. How
Yep.
dare you?
You took over for me.
Did, and I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Dude.
Is it too much work?
It's not. It's a lot. I understand that it's a lot of programming, but the thing is that I didn't have somebody else to help me with it. Anyway, so back on topic.
Yeah, back on topic.
So today's episode is gonna be about college because I'm a senior this year and I'm about to go off, and I'm not going to UT Arlington. Sorry, Ash.
Listen, I know that there are many reasons why you did not choose UT Arlington, and one of them is just because you hate me.
Girl, why? I don't hate you.
You want me to live and die alone.
Well, I've never said that out loud.
You're thinking it, though.
I'm kidding. So today's topic is college. So what are you currently taking?
Well, I'm currently in the end of my first year of college. I'm an architecture major, and I'm currently pursuing an economics minor because I'm pretty far ahead in my basic core classes. Because when you get to college and you start pursuing a specific major, because you're undefined your first year, but you still like follow a certain course list. And then your second year is really when you get accepted into your specific major, because there's different college divisions. Like there's different buildings, and they're called like College of Business, College of Architecture and Planning, and like College of Fine Arts. So they're all like separate college divisions within one college, and they each have their own dean as well.
Yeah.
You have to complete a certain amount of basic hours, basic classes before you do get accepted in your major. I actually got accepted into my major early. They accepted me into the College of Architecture like a couple weeks ago. So, yay for me. But because I took so many classes already, I have a lot of gaps in my schedule. There's just like blank spots where I haven't taken my basic core classes. And I know I've said basic core classes a amount of times. Well, what are they? Well, besides like a couple basic classes that are more specific for your major, like specifically for me, that would be design communications. Other ones are more like you have to take a certain number of English classes, and you have to take a certain number of science classes before you get into the real nitty-gritty of your major.
Yeah.
So because I took so many AP college equivalent classes, I actually did not have to take any of my English classes for my first 2 years. I'm trying to think of which. I don't have to take any history classes either. And some of my science was cut out, and unfortunately none of my math was cut out because because the math classes they want you to take for architecture are very specific.
Oh yeah.
Like trigonometry and architectural calculus. And those blanks in my schedule caused me to start taking some of my classes that come later in my major early. For instance, right now I'm taking some of my architecture electives early. So for instance, I'm taking Intro to Landscape Architecture, which is a junior level class. Okay, so what did you choose a minor? I know that you had a major in mind, but did you end up choosing a minor?
I don't know if I'm allowed to declare a minor yet, because specifically for like, I literally just registered for freshman orientation.
Right. I wasn't necessarily saying like you declared a minor already, because like I said, I also haven't been able to declare a minor yet, but there are classes that don't have prerequisites or classes that already have basic level prerequisites that you can take towards your minor already, which is what I'm doing, even though I'm not actually declared for my economics minor. This is my 3rd class for it. So I was wondering if you had anything in mind for what minor you were going to take next year?
My mom has suggested that I take marketing or business, because if I want to do what I want to do, which was like literally doing anything audio, that means that I'm probably going to be a freelancer. So I need to have she's like, you probably want to take business. That's what I'm thinking. I want to do media arts for radio specifically, because if you haven't figured out where my heart is yet.
Right, it's right here in this hallway with her, maybe her best friend. I don't know if she thinks it'd be that way, but in this hallway yelling at each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is what she enjoys.
I love getting yelled at. What I was gonna ask you is like, has college been what you had expected? Is it like exceeded expectations? Has it like disappointed you?
I wouldn't say it more like exceeded my expectations. College to me is a lot of the same of what I've already experienced, just because I was a kid who took a lot of AP college equivalent classes. So I'm used to the course load, I'm used to the type of teachers, I'm used to the types of testing, and some of the classes I'm taking further on is stuff that just builds up more of my knowledge of something I'm very already familiar with.
Yeah.
So, but the thing that I definitely was disappointed in college is I loved school. I loved going to high school, loved going to middle school, unpopular opinion, but I loved school because I loved that even if you weren't close to the people around you, you would still chat with them and you would get some sort of social interaction. You could just be friendly with everybody around you, and it wasn't weird to, chat to the person next to you and just be like, hey, how was your day? I haven't seen you in a while. Or if you knew them. But
Yeah.
like, hey, how was your day? My name's blah, blah, blah. We should get our numbers and swap for the classes. And I've gone to quite a few classes where nobody cares to talk to you. They're just there to listen to whatever the lecturer says, write it down, and get out.
That's sad, but I mean, it kind of is what it is.
It is what it is.
Really.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. I'm excited. My mom's favorite thing to tell people is like, if she could go to UNT now, she would. Or if they would let her in now, she would.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I mean, yeah, not because it's like you said, it's like gonna be a completely new thing that I have to get used to because I'm not used to being on my own. But what me and my friend Addison are planning is we're going to be roommates together, so at least I know somebody there. A lot of our friend group is going, so that's exciting. Broken into like the student life scene at UNT because I've gone and visited Aiden a lot. I've also met a lot of the people for esports, so I'm going to try, fingers crossed, I'm going to try to get into the esports club, whether that be like the president of the club, secretary, whatever, social media manager,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to work as soon as I can. What I want to do is they have job opportunities to work on the UNT radio station. I want to work for the UNT radio station because I've been running a radio for 3 years now. I mean, I haven't been running it, but I know how to run a station for 3 years.
You have been helping out and looking at the process, and now you've been running it on pretty much on your own for the last 6 months. It hasn't been 6 months. It's been a few months. It probably feels like a long time.
Oh my God.
Just because of how busy you are. And I totally get feeling super busy, especially when you're preparing for college, plus on top of taking care of the radio station. I felt so overwhelmed. And if you were to ask Hatch, there was like a slump that I got into in September where I was falling behind. And once I realized that I was slumping, I apologized to Hatch, and I was like, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's up with me. I think I'm just scared of everything that's to come.
Yeah.
And I feel super overwhelmed, and so I'm just slacking off in all areas of my life, and I'm really, really sorry that I had been slacking off on the radio. And then I put so much work into it after that point, and I felt a lot better once I had admitted that I was overwhelmed, and then I was able to manage it much better, and I was able to ask for help. And I totally get the college depression too. My first week coming back, oh my God, the amount of just absolute sadness that I felt as soon as I got back. I felt like I wanted to cry, but I had no idea why. On the verge of tears for 2 days, right as classes were starting. And I'm like, why do I feel such a way? And I still don't really know the answer, whether it was I missed my family, I was worried about the upcoming semester, which I don't think it was that, because school tends to be kind of on the easier side for me. I'm not one that has to struggle in classes, thank God. I don't know. I think I'm just...
You're an emotional person. I am too, so I can't really say
Yeah.
anything.
For college, I think it's really important to have at least one close friend that you can like share your experiences with and like not feel so alone because you have each other.
Mm-hmm.
And Julie is a commuter, so she doesn't exactly get the social life of campus either.
Yeah.
So I think that we're really good for each other, and that's what I would recommend.
I'm Ash.
I'm Emily.
And this was Very Girlypop.
Stay sweet,
And maybe a little salty.
and we'll see you guys next time.